So for my career profile, I chose a hospice social worker. And one of the companies is Hospice of Eastern Idaho, and they're actually here in my hometown. And they're a not-for-profit organization. They also pay the employees. And the work environment really depends upon the patients because you're going to be going into their homes. And so the work environment could be clean, messy, stressful, calm. It totally depends upon the environment of the patient for the most part. As far as the people that you're working with, it will vary. You will have a hospice team of usually around 5 to 10 people that you work with that also work with the patient, but you're not really associating a lot with your coworkers. Work hours can be during the day, but there is a potential to go early mornings, late evenings, or both, depending upon the patients and when they pass away and what is needed from the family. But for the most part, I would be able to set appointments during the daytime to visit those patients and assess and meet those needs that they have. Some typical stressors are obviously death, as well as family struggles. There can be a lot of anger or issues that come up during this time that would need to be addressed and worked through with the family. There can also be long hours that are stressful, or also a lot of paperwork that's going to have to be filled out for the job and also on behalf of the patients. As far as work benefits, there usually aren't a lot of work benefits associated with this career because they're typically they are typically a small business, and so they're not a large corporation or company that you get a lot of benefits from other than perhaps some earned time off. The common job tasks are to meet with the individuals and families that are facing the terminal illness and to assist them with healthcare decisions based on their goals and to ensure that their end-of-life wishes are documented and help them with advance directives, DNRs, other medical orders, get all of that stuff taken care of. I would also be responsible for contacting local agencies that might be able to help the family in some way, Meals on Wheels, Life Alert, things like that. I would also assist with insurance, Medicaid, Medicare, those types of things, help with funeral planning, identify the spiritual and emotional needs of both the patient and their loved ones, and I would be required to provide support to them during that time. I would assist in bridging family gaps, helping work out a lot of those problems, or if a family member lives out of the country and needs a visa to get in, then I would try to do the paperwork and things to facilitate that before the patient passes away. After the patient passes away, I would also assist the survivors in doing paperwork and continue to provide grief counseling for those individuals who lost a family member. The education requirements are a Bachelor's of Science, and the federal government is the one that typically reimburses hospice, and they require that Bachelor's of Science degree to be in social work. So in order to work for a hospice agency, it's pretty much mandatory to have that Bachelor's of Science in social work. And if you want to go even further, you can be a certified hospice and palliative social worker and get an additional certification for that. You also, to earn that on top of the master's degree, you have to have 3,000 paid hours working as a social worker. The salary range is $45,000 to $50,000 a year, and that's it.